everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where today we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I am your host, Adam Peddle.
And I'm your host, Nicholas Blaylock, and these Shohei Ohtani rumors, they're out of control, everybody. He's going to the Yankees, he's going to the Blue Jays, he's going to the Dodgers, he's getting paid $500 million. There is so much stuff that is going around right now that we need to break down. Before we do, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts about Shohei Ohtani and where he's going to go. First things first, let's start off with the moolah, with the money. As we all know, he is in a contract year. Shohei Ohtani, his whole contract is going to be up with the Angels after this season. And based on the just incredible, historical performance that this guy's had in the last few years, I think it's fair to say that he's gonna get paid a little. Get paid a little.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the rumors, some people have him making a guaranteed $400 million. I think that's for sure. $400 million is well in the range of Shohei Ohtani. But are some teams going to pay up for $500 million? Because you've got the Dodgers, you've got the Yankees, and of course you've got the new New York Mets that have been proven to spend lots of money in the offseason. So would that surprise you, seeing $500 million?
You know what? It actually wouldn't. And here's why. And I think they argue for it in this article right here, talking about how much bloody money this guy is going to make. Shohei Ohtani, not only is he going to turn whatever team you have into just like a juggernaut, nucleus incredible squad, but he's also going to pay for himself a little bit. Like, this guy is always in the top trending Twitter searches. He's pretty much any video that we make about Shohei Ohtani and any other creator does very well. He sells jerseys. He's got people viewing from all over the world. Like, he literally brings in viewership to your team.
Yeah, and I mean, you could actually make that contract make a lot of sense. They got a couple examples here, like $500 million for 13 to 14 years. You're basically paying $250 million per position. Per position,
yeah,
right?
True, right?
Right? Yeah, you know, a $250 million slugger, absolutely.
Yes.
$250 million pitcher in his prime. Yeah, absolutely.
Literally, yes. And
So,
I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah.
But it's like, you literally are paying for two separate players, and in that regard, that does make sense. And how old is he again? I think he's 27, 28, is that right?
I believe you're correct. Yeah, 28 years old.
28 years old, right? So it's like, you're going to get him. You're still going to have, like, a long time left. And this is a future Hall of Famer, guys. This is a future Hall of Famer who is doing Babe Ruth level stuff. So I do believe that he's going to get paid a ridiculous amount of money, especially if he comes out and has like an MVP type year this year again, which, let's face it, he's probably going to do.
Every year, as long as he's pitching and he's hitting, he's going to be in the top 3 MVP conversations all the time.
I agree.
Now, I know there's been some speculation around the league about the Dodgers. Well, the Dodgers always going to be linked to him, and this one radio personality thinks that LA is going to sign Shohei Ohtani next season. And of course, I mean, they are going to be the top guy.
Bro, as far as I'm concerned, I don't even know if they're just going to sign him. I think that they might. I don't even know if they let him get to free agency.
Right, they want to lock him up right away, trade for him.
That's the thing, right? If you let Shohei Ohtani, if you let him go on the free agency, well, now you're battling Steve Cohen. Now you're battling the Yankees, right? Now you're battling like any other team that like thinks they might have a sliver of hope of getting Shohei Ohtani. The Dodgers, they had a pretty quiet offseason this past offseason. Is it possible that maybe that offseason was so quiet because they're looking to the future and being like, okay,
that's it.
Can we spend some money on Shohei Ohtani when it comes time?
You're actually correct about that. I mean, you've got a lot of teams like the Giants, too, that might be in on this, right? Like, yeah, sure, Mets are firing all those bullets, but I still refuse to believe that they still pay $500 million to Shohei Ohtani.
It's anything's possible with that.
I agree, but the Dodgers now have built up some ammunition to help combat that. So, I mean, they're definitely going to be one of the major players in on Shohei Ohtani.
I tend to agree with you on that one. Now, this other rumor about Shohei Ohtani, This is where we start getting out of pocket, guys. This is what I'm saying. Like, we're starting to get a little out of pocket. We have a rumor coming out here, basically talking about how an MLB writer thinks that Shohei Ohtani, he could get traded, but he could get traded in his division, and that team would be the Rangers. What are our thoughts on this? Rangers go out and acquire Shohei Ohtani.
I mean, that would definitely be quite the move. They got to give up a couple guys here. Josh Young, Mitch Garver. I mean, whatever. Like, Jack Leitier. I guess that must be a problem.
I mean, like, who gives a crap when it's Shohei Ohtani?
You're getting Shohei Ohtani. And
literally.
I actually could see this happening. I mean, the Rangers are starting to become that team of, like, ridiculousness where they go out and make make big moves. Probably the least likely of all these rumors for sure, just because you're interdivisional trading and you don't really want to do that. But I mean,
especially with a guy like Shohei Ohtani,
right? But if the Rangers add a Shohei Ohtani, I mean, we're right now talking about like, oh, they're a mid team, they have potential to be a wild card. That would be the guy to get them over.
That's the move. That's the move that then automatically makes them, in my opinion, like you're a contender to World Series contender at this point, right?
Now they have too much. Now they have too much pitching. Yes. They have a surplus of starting pitching, which is a great problem.
And the thing about Shohei Ohtani is, I feel like he is an ace. He is an ace when he's on the mound. But I don't want to like burden him with being the guy.
Right.
I want you to be our 2 or our 3 pitcher behind a Jacob deGrom, behind the other guys that we have, right? And that's just the perfect situation for that team. Now, from Shohei Ohtani's perspective, would he want to sign an extension there? I mean, they're at a place of competitiveness that it's not impossible.
No.
It's not impossible.
I actually would, if I were to throw like teams in the mix, like maybe Rangers are like 5th up there, because look, they've just been proven to they don't have a lot of taxes. I actually think, quite frankly, I don't think they have any taxes on those players.
Not familiar? Comment down below.
Comment down below.
What do you guys know about it?
Let me know, right? Because that's why I think a lot of players go there, because they're getting a lot of that salary back. So Shohei Ohtani, I mean, you go play in Canada for $500 million, but you're going to get taxed almost half of that.
That's
or
true.
you can go play $500 million in Rangers and keep most of it.
That's true. And like icing on the cake right there is that, hey, like we actually are competitive right now, and we know that we're going to go out and spend more money. Mm-hmm. Okay, you know, maybe not actually as out of pocket as I thought it was immediately, guys.
No.
This one, though, is absolutely Toronto Blue Jays. We are ranked 2nd from the MLB. There's an article by the MLB talking about how we could be a top trade destination. Now, granted, this article was released like roughly a month ago, so I don't think that they're factoring in the fact that we did just trade away Gabriel Moreno, right? Like, that's obviously a big piece for us. But still, their logic does kind of hold up in the idea that it's like, you know, we're a competitive team. Like, we've had a few people from the Japanese league come to our squad before. It's like maybe he talks to them. I don't know. Like, I don't know what their relationship is with one another, but maybe there's something there. And we could always use a Shohei freaking Ohtani.
Yeah, and I mean they even comment here like we need a lefty bat and everything, but there is a problem here that the DH spot is pretty clogged up. They're saying the DH spot is flexible, especially to trade one of their catchers. Look, we traded Gabriel Moreno, but our DH spot is still clogged up.
Yes,
you're going to have to rotate George Springer in there. You have to rotate the catchers in there.
I think that if you were to trade for Ohtani though, like one of the pieces that's clogging that up would have to go backwards.
Yeah,
so I don't know who that is, but like it goes backwards, right?
Yeah, it would be tough. I mean, like I feel like they wouldn't include Springer in a trade.
Why would they want George Springer?
Why would they want George Springer?
Why would they want to take that?
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't think that would make sense.
Right, and then it's like we already traded a catcher, so like that doesn't make sense either. Like, why would we trade 2 catchers and who's our backup catcher?
Yeah,
that doesn't really make any sense for our scheme. So I don't know. Like, it feels like the Blue Jays would not be number 2 in my opinion, especially after that Varsho trade. But
I feel like we could be. And again, like the tax situation is always going to be a problem. But I mean, Rogers has shown that like they are willing to spend money. I would not necessarily rank us 2nd, but I would put us in the conversation of teams that could potentially sign him.
Yeah, maybe I'd put top 10.
Like literally.
Top 10.
And just simply for the reason that it's like we've been shown that we can go over the luxury tax. And I do truly believe that Shohei Ohtani, not only is he good for this team, but he's like a monetary investment that's going to keep paying off dividends, right? It's like you're going to get so much more viewership to the Blue Jays if you have Shohei Ohtani.
And like the Blue Jays have a tendency to attract a lot of international fans. Yes, I mean, we've seen it over the years. So I feel like that would be a really good destination for him.
Literally. And obviously they have number 1 on here. They got the New York Mets. Yeah. They are going to be in this conversation the entire way. This is not out of pocket, I think. Like, I could absolutely see the Mets losing their minds, trading for Ohtani, extending him, giving him just a crap load of money. This is what it really does feel like, even though we're going to be in this conversation, even though Texas is going to be, and I know that they have the Cardinals ranked 3rd here, which I do tend to agree with, this feels like it's a 3-horse race, at least off the top, because you're dealing with a guy who's going to break all of the records monetarily speaking, who could break all the records trade-wise. And those teams are the New York Mets, the New York Yankees, and the LA Dodgers. Like, those seem to be the squads that are, like, we're doing this.
Yeah, and the Mets are playing absolutely video game style stuff right here. A video game GMing by Steve Cohen. Like, it would not be surprised me at all. Like, yeah, do they trade him and sign him to a $500 million deal? No problem. Like, we blink our eyes and it happens. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
no consideration by Steve Cohen.
Exactly.
Like, he doesn't care. It's like, oh yeah, go ahead. I mean, this guy's literally on vacation in Hawaii when he goes and signs Carlos Correa.
Yes.
Like, that's insane. He could be like in a hot tub jacuzzi right now somewhere across the world and be like, oh, Shohei is getting traded. Okay, boop. Like,
exactly.
Like, push the button.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. So, for me, Mets, not only are they number one, but they're above everybody else in their own separate tier of probability of landing Shohei Ohtani.
I wonder do you think that because the Yankees, because they went out and they got Aaron Judge back, does that take them out of that race?
Who, the Yankees?
Yeah. I guess it makes it a little bit more difficult, but it's like...
Sure. They did commit a lot of money to him, but I mean, I'm not going to put anything past any New York teams anymore, guys. That's for sure.
Yeah, like literally anything can happen, folks. Comment down below, what do you think about these Shohei Ohtani rumors? Where is he going to get traded? Is he going to get traded? And if he sticks with LA, where is he going to get extended to? All crazy stuff going on this season, guys. I'm so excited.
Me too, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and $3 a month to become a Patreon member. Shout out and thank you to all of our current Patreon members. You guys are absolutely awesome.
Thank you so much for watching.
And go Jays, go!